Hi, good day everyone. I'm Seng, matrix number 26982. Today I'm going to present about case study 3, Career or Environmental Crusade, Irfan's Dilemma. In this case, Irfan was in dilemma whether to continue to stay with Omicron, accept new job offer by a larger automotive vendor and listed company, or establish his own consultancy firms. The first option was to continue to stay with Omicron. The pros of staying with Omicron is because Omicron's management and employees were friendly and comfortable with each other, so Irfan can work well together with them. And the cons is Irfan cannot continue his patients to work on material flow cost accounting (MFCA) because he had been switched to a different responsibility in charge of a special project which is not his expertise. The second cons are the organization structure in Omicron had changed, which showed that the newcomers had been appointed as the company's COO, and this will affect the flow of communications in the organizations. Besides, Omicrons face a lot of pressure to save costs or to increase their revenue, since all the costs that they save must be transferred to their clients, Gamma. And Gamma require a 3% of sales price reductions every year. So this will put Omicron in a disadvantaged positions. Last but not least, Irfan will not benefit from the cost savings as Omicron is reluctant to share any cost savings with their staff. The second option is accepting a new job offer by listed company. The pros of options 2 is Irfan can get a high salary and having a new canvas where Irfan could introduce his own ideas and initiatives. Besides, the company might offer a vast opportunity since the job offered by a larger automotive vendors and it was a listed company. But the cons of these options are Irfan have to adapt to a completely new working environment and the new corporate culture. The company culture may simply not be in line with Irfan's personal value and beliefs. Moreover, even though the new job offer was the position of head of manufacturing, but the company might not allow Irfan to implement the MFCA because the company might have their own standards. The third option is establish his own company. The pros of this option is Irfan can work on his own dream of becoming a training consultant of his own firm to share his insight, knowledge, and experience on environmental and cost reduction. Besides, he can fully implement his own plan in MFCA and LPS in reducing material and energy losses that ultimately helps the environment. The cons of these options is it is challenging in setting up a firm from scratch, finding potential clients, and pitching the ideas of MFCA and LPS to them. Okay, for the recommendation part, I would recommend Irfan to choose option 3, which is to establish his own firm. The reason of choosing option 3, establish his own firm, is because, as mentioned in the case, he has 16 years of working experience in manufacturing industry, and he is familiar with cost savings environmental tools such as MFCA and LPS. So he can establish a consultancy firm to train more companies in using the MFCA and LPS. Besides, he is approaching the age of 40, so I think this is the right time for him to establish his own firm and work on his passions and achieve his dreams. Why not choose options 1? Because as he had switched to a different responsibility in Omicron, which he is not familiar with, and he is not passionate on the current positions. So this might affect his working performance in the positions, so it is better for him to establish a firm and work for himself. So why not we choose options 2? Because if he accepts the new job in the company, it does not guarantee that the firms will accept his opinions to work on RFCA and LPS. So in conclusions, I believe that option 3 is the best options for Irfan. That's all from me. Thank you.